The hat is on. And that can only mean one thing. That's right, I've joined the force. I've decided that their extremely good pay conditions and superannuation is better than... I can't even do it. It's obviously crap pay, especially when you're factoring in the fact that you could die. Unlike in this job. So, I'm staying with mine, and my duty remains clear. To laugh at other people that have been arrested. This is your stories from running in with the police. We gotta think of a better title.
If you are in Wollongong, come to my show tomorrow, or you will be arrested.
Here's the first ticket, sort of cop related, I guess. A cop played me at rock, paper, scissors after pulling me over for an illegal right turn. Whoa, high stakes. I only had 1 point left. Oh my god, I'd rather play Russian roulette. Fuck. So if I lost rock, paper, scissors, he was gonna fine me. If I won, he was going to let me go free. The highest rock, paper, scissors since Kaiji. Which I'd like to also get on the record, I don't know what Kaiji is. I was just told that it'd be a good reference. We played 2 out of 3. That's when you know it's high stakes. Look at you, little crackhead. Now, come on, you're not going to let me go out like that, are you? Double or nothing. Okay, if you lose, I'll also take your motorcycle license. He won. Oh, of course he did. My heart's saying for you, buddy. He flicked my license at me and said, if you're going to be stupid, don't do it in front of a cop. He drove off while laughing to himself and his co-worker. 10 out of 10 experience. Oh, buddy, 10 out of 10 comment there. And, well, I suppose it didn't give me anything to make fun of you of, so you're on one demerit point. I once bought a SIM card for a friend. Is your friend your grandma? Who's like, can you buy me a SIM card? How old are you? 16 years young. He lived in a really rough home situation, so I used my own ID to buy it. What country is this? He's from Kazakhstan. I didn't know that you needed a license for that. Many years later, after we ended up drifting apart and not having had contact since high school, the cops suddenly show up at my door asking about suspicious texts about hiding bodies to a number that was purchased with my ID. So, you kill people, eh? Busted. Shouldn't have admitted it in text. It's all here. Case closed. I knew exactly who it was, and since we haven't spoken in so long, I didn't want to snitch on the off chance he could trace it back to me. Look, I wouldn't be worried about that. You're a bit of a dumbass if you're texting. Well, you know that cabbie we offed? Yeah, you do. It was 3 days ago. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck, why is there so many dumb cats in crime? A cop pulled up next to me while I was ploughing someone in a Toyota Yaris. How are you doing that? That's tiny. It was the deluxe model. The cops made us both get out of the car and they called it into the station. Oh my god, that's so awkward. Hey! Coming to this station, I can't get a good view behind the tinted windows of the deluxe model Yaris. I also do gotta say, buddy, I do like the fact that you're just like, somebody is so good as like, I don't know, no. Come on, somebody's a hooker, just say it. 3 days later, a random bogan added us both on Facebook. Turns out, he heard the whole thing on his police scanner. Oh, what a perv! And thought we seemed like friendly people. Well, you're definitely that. Can I watch next time? Dude, everyone's getting a perv. Everyone's a perv in this. I naturally did not accept the request, but she did. As far as I know, they're still good friends to this day. Awesome. That says so much. What a fucking battler that chick is. Hey, this obvious perv isn't sending dick pics. No, that's it, I'm blocking him. There was a cop who came at my school and said that self-defense isn't an excuse in the eyes of the law. When a series of teachers, some of whom were ex-lawyers and cops themselves, tried to correct her, she went on a rant about how they all just wanted an excuse to get in a punch-up. Also, the way that you've written it does sound quite threatening, like she's there. Yeah? You sure about that? Because if you're not, I'd shut the fuck up if I was you. Keep in mind, she said this about grown adult educators. It is a big call. She then bragged about how she had never been hit before. She's going for it. As if people are eager to punch a chick with a gun. The self-defense stuff took up most of the 2 hours when it was supposed to be about online safety and cyberbullying. Now, it's time to talk about online safety. Does that trigger any of you kids? Hey? I'm asking yous a fucking question. In the real world. I was once yelled at by a cop because I was about to cross a street without waiting for the pedestrian crossing light to go green. That's my one and only police interaction. Live on the fucking edge. That is fucking mad. Easily the best story we've ever had. In fact, are you okay putting that in here, bro? Like, this is pretty hectic. Geordies is reporting every one of these stories directly to the cops for brownie points. Yep, and I could feed an entire fate with the last one alone. Busted. Yeah, we're talking about brownie points. I once accidentally called the police trying to call my grandmother for a blueberry pie. What the fuck? I promptly began crying, and my mother had to take the phone for me to explain the situation to dispatch / call my grandmother. What? Hang on. So were you like 5 years old and you accidentally called up the police instead of your nan? Hello, is this an emergency? Has someone been killed? Mom, Nan's dead. Tell you what, we're getting a lot of hard cuts in these videos. I got pulled over with 22,000 tabs of MDMA in my car. Hey, stop wasting our time. Get back to the traffic violation stories. I suppose it is a traffic violation of some kind. I mean, fuck. Seems like your Toyota Yaris would be weighed down more than the two in it. I was wearing 2 separate versions of Vans slip-ons. Where drug dealer money? The only reason you were is because you were hallucinating. You're like, fuck, dude. I got 4 legs now. Better make the most of it. One in purple checker, the other in standard Vans swoosh. Ooh, someone's showing off, I think. Every time you say Vans, I am thinking about you wearing cars and that you're a giant. Thought I was drunk because of that. Made me do 3 hours of field sobriety tests and let me go after I pass everything. Meanwhile, in my tyre compartment was enough MDMA to get all of Australia high for surely minutes. Yeah, but here's my question. One, why weren't you braking? I would be so terrified in that situation. That's most of the reason that I don't become a drug dealer. Other than that, it sounds mad. But just the very awkward conversation that might happen if a cop ever pulls you over. And, can you explain why there's 22,000 tabs of MDMA in your boot, mate? That's for personal use. I don't think this is gonna fly. Luckily, I've got 4 legs and 2 of them are imaginary. I was in Thailand, driving a motorcycle. Everything was legit. Yeah, sure. I had my license. This is such an illegitimate sentence. I was breathing oxygen. I had a passport where the name was Mohammed Al Tawuf, but that was a typo on their end, I swear to God. Look, the point is I definitely wasn't smuggling rare birds. Had my license, helmet and tax registration. I came to a police checkpoint and knew if I got asked to stop, they will make up some bullshit just to get a bit of money out of me like they always had done before. Anyway, I thought to myself, not this time. I proceeded to drive really slowly and then pretend I had some mechanical problems with my motorcycle. I parked it on the side of the road about 50 metres before the police checkpoint and just went and had some lunch at a small restaurant. Shortly after, the police followed me into the restaurant, and after some confusion, they demanded I stop eating and drive through the checkpoint. Damn, they really want that $2. To which I said, I just came to eat, in my broken Thai. A few phone calls were made by the police to their boss, who then arrived at this small family restaurant, and he then proceeded to use Google Translate to get his message across to me. I'll never forget it. It translated to, you try to evade me, I will prosecute to the end of the world and to death. Holy fuck. You met the one straight cop in Thailand, and he gets his man, damn it. Dude, you're just fucking lucky that they weren't saying and in the afterlife. Those cunts believe in reincarnation. They all left and set up the police checkpoint literally right outside the restaurant. So good. Fuck, imagine if you were the MDMA guy. Waiting for me to get on my motorcycle and leave so they can stop me. I just walked back to my hotel and picked up my motorcycle the next day. Man, you played the 2 driving forces of Thai cops personally. They like bribes, but it's also really hard. Great story. A true odyssey. It really does add credence to my theory that everybody, and I mean everybody that's ever gone to Thailand or Bali, can just write an entire book. How I bargained down my Bintang shirt. And I'd read it. Everyone always has bad stories when they come back from those 2 places. Look, I gotta say, when we asked for cop stories, we got way too much material, but some stories are obviously better than others, so if you do have one, make sure you attach it to the pinned comment because there's a lot of material in this and I will keep sifting through all of it to the end of the world and to death, or until, people start getting bored of it. Either or. I am just like the cops in Thailand. I've set up a pinned comment and a like and subscribe button right on your computer. So, hey, he going away. Hey, it's too hot.